Okay, so this is the Draven jungle tier list, and right off the bat, it's a new method of recording these things and voicing, where I just do it all in one take. Anyways, the level 6 brothers, Warwick and Shen, moved up because honestly everybody else kind of, well, these two may have flaws, they're a lot more well-rounded than others, and their purpose is a lot more clear. Warwick, destroy everybody to level 6 and never, be harassed or anything. Shen, be really versatile, level 6, pressure the entire map and be general badass. Build variety, all that good stuff for both of them. Sustain. Speed is weakness on Shen, ganking for Warwick pre-6. Xin Zhao, holy crap, he's hard to actually grade or rate or anything. Why? Because he's, without debate, really powerful early. Has high sustain, a good case speed, pretty strong ganking, damage, all that good stuff. Then he falls off really quickly and becomes no threat. So instead of just, removing his scores, I lowered his position in the tier list, and hopefully people understand that while he's strong early, has high sustain and all that stuff, he falls off so much to the point that it kind of just doesn't matter. And this is why he needs buffs and crap. Hey, remember, Riot just said they're not gonna nerf Darius because High Lord Low Elo will eventually learn how to play him. Amumu, I've already given praise to Amumu before. The holy hand grenade, he's versatile and everything, and apparently he's the character with the highest win ratio in the game at the moment. It's true, because even idiots will know to go in when you press your R button. He's fast, versatile, strong, has really strong builds going AP or just full tank. Late game is just a menace because of his W. And he's really underestimated, so just throw him a few bones or two. Yes, he still has the weakness of people being able to pick on him very, very easily, earlier on at least, and the big old weakness of his ultimate being on a long cooldown. And if you don't do something with a gank, or if you don't succeed with a gank on him, then his threat levels just plummet beyond all recognition. It's really sad. So he's not. He's deceptively a higher skilled champion because you got to make use of everything you've got in mana, cooldowns, abilities, all that stuff. Olaf, he's been raised up more and probably going to surpass, probably due to his mana issues. He's close to being like, a Shyvana type. Yes, I've used him a lot more, and holy crap, he's amazing. And I've watched Mono throw him around and destroy people. It's just no one can really deal with an Olaf that's double buffed. Or an Olaf that got an advantage by his team or anything. He deals way too much damage way too quickly and way too early at lower levels. And in the jungle, there's no minions or towers or anything to protect you. So he's just going to run your ass down. And he has got the means to do that. He's a champion that's pretty easy to get first bloods in jungle duels. And most junglers just have to run. They can't even stand up to him. They can't even try to, tank him till his teammates show up. He's going to die. They're going to die before they even get rescued. So Olaf is raising up by that. He's got the super speed, super high damage, lots of crowd control in a skirmish situation, freakishly threatening, and he's an impressive counterpick to a lot of champions like Amumu or Nautilus, who's being raised up the ranks there. So there's that. It's just his mana limitations, of course, still hurt him early, and people can harass him and stay. No, keep your mana pull down. That means you're useless. We're going to keep you out of the game for a little while, though he's still going to be a ticky time bomb for end game. Now, Skarner, same thing as Trundle as before. He's sort of becoming antiquated. Obsolete, I would say that. He kind of was really powerful when nobody took boots, and not every champion had like a blink or some crap. So now that they were sort of starting to get that, he's strapping low. Maybe you're too eventually. Like his level 6 can still, flash in, grab someone, they die. He can still go for a gank by going around or looping through a bush or whatever. But there's a lot more effort involved with his ganking pre-level 6 and 6 too in some cases. So it's just, the game is evolving, and some characters who used to be able to, beat others thanks to their mobility, and just kind of fall off now. Yeah, he can buy boots himself too, but in most cases you're going to get regrowth on Skarner anyways. So he's sort of like another level 6 champion like Warwick and Shen, but he's more just above them in speed and power. Now, Hecarim, he's a character that's nifty, cool and awesome and all that stuff, but he's really pretty weak. I haven't really seen much use for him as like he's got no real benefit to his team. His ultimate is just a Malphite ultimate. I mean, longer range, cool, and all that stuff. But Malphite, why not just use Malphite then? At least Malphite has debuffs, and at least Malphite can survive without it getting, you know, a ton of items, and naturally tanky, faster, sustain, and all this stuff. So the Hecarim is just a weaker Malphite. If anything, he needs a buff to his E, because that thing actually doesn't last as long as you would want it to. Like, I'm pretty sure they're afraid of making another Rammus, but come on, Hecarim needs something to make him more, you know, attractive as a pick. Though the Q both helped a little bit, it didn't do much. So he just needs some more love. Mostly, in my opinion, in his E, and perhaps, you know, how his W works, because that thing kind of doesn't do much. Nocturne, bastard. Like, I thought I had his matchups figured out, but apparently he just... Yeah, I thought characters like, you know, Draven will walk all over him, but no. Yeah, he deals a lot of damage really quickly. Yeah, they nerfed him, doesn't mean he won't, you know, he won't go up. Just because of a small nerf doesn't mean something's terrible. So, Nocturne counterpicks a lot of laners, counterpicks a few junglers, and deals a lot of damage even when going tank. So he's got that going for him, and so that means his cost efficiency is, you know, is very low. I mean, well, cost requirements to be efficient is low. So he's dangerous, powerful. A lot of the counter picks I thought that I could throw at him seemingly haven't been working since he's becoming a more popular choice. So he got up. He got up because I thought, you know, there was more answers to him than I thought, but apparently there isn't. Now the next one was a champion that I had like and dislike for a long time. Gangplank. When he was really powerful, he was too damn annoying. Now that he's weak, he's just kind of sad. He needs a buff. Like, Jungle Gangplank was strong even when the Jungle remake came out, because he had a lot of power and steroids and utility. Now they kind of pretty much neutered that. It's like, if anything, his level 1 E, I mean, his rank 1 E needs a boost. His, you know, gun needs a boosting or something too. He needs more damage. That's clear and simple. He's a little too slow, fragile as hell. We all know that. No sustain, and his W doesn't count. And, you know, he can't pick fights with a lot of junglers anymore. So he needs a buff. He's also one of those 2 level 6 champions now, like Warwick and them, because his gun won't do anything, and if he takes too long, he's gonna fall apart. So speed, the whole fact that the jungle sped up kind of hurt him. So there's that. Though he's still pretty useful and cool, and sometimes I'll use him. Draven. This is why ranged characters should not jungle, because Draven has no skill shots except his E, but you won't really level his E at all. So if you want to jungle as a ranged AD, pick Ezreal. I mean, he's the best one in the game, at least in terms of jungle power. The best ranged AD in terms of, you know, jungle pick would be Twitch, because he's a menace and ganks, and thanks to his damn stealth. But yeah, Draven has no skill shots, slow, no sustain. His Q, being able to refresh that sustain, doesn't burn as much mana, has no health recovery, has, you know, very little resilience. He does have build versatility, as he can just throw in a lot of different runes and stuff, and probably buy boots if he gets leashed or anything. But when it comes to a jungle dude, he's gonna get his ass kicked, because come on, he'll just get juked in the bushes, and anybody he'd normally have an advantage to kite, well, he lost it there. If he wants to even pick a fight with them, he's gonna have to either just go in there and, you know, tank their damage, which is not gonna happen. You wouldn't want to, you know, tank out Olaf's damage. That is, like I said. So Draven, obviously not a real choice, though in a sense it can work if, like, you know, your bottom lane is a double melee kill bot, and like, you still want a range AD. You can't throw him in there, and he's not going to be good, but by no means is he going to be the worst trash in the game. Then you still probably just pick Ezreal or Twitch. So, yeah, there you go.